The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
The skeleton ran out of shampoo in the shower.
Hello and welcome to another Freakin' Awesome Podcast episode. I am John Abaya and joining me today is Audrey. That's it.
The intro is still too long.
It's still intro. Oh, the song.
There has to be a shorter one.
People are just like dancing. So there's a shorter one. This is a shorter one right here. If you want to hear it, watch. There.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
That's that one. That I always put that as like in between thing.
I know, but the intro is still too long.
Let's hear it again. Hello and welcome again to the Freakin' Awesome Podcast. A new episode. We're beginning again
from previous to the one.
The one that you probably heard that one. But again, joining me is Audrey.
Yep.
And myself, John, the magical genie, Abaya. I'm a magic genie. As
opposed to a magical genie.
Then maybe name your kid Genie, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's her name? Hermione's friend, or no, Harry Potter's girlfriend.
It's Ginny.
She's a genie. She knows
Ginny.
magic. How you spell it?
Ginny. It's a nickname for Virginia.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. Her name is Virginia?
Yes.
What? Really? Oh, I thought it was something else. I wasn't really paying attention in the books. I
mean, they call her Ginny. I don't know if they ever referenced her as Virginia. But Ginny is a nickname for Virginia.
Makes sense. Like you take the last part of a name and then make it into a nickname. Like people call me On a lot.
And people call me Odd.
Yeah. Hey, it's Odd and On.
Actually, only two people did.
The Odd and On.
I don't like it.
Odd and On.
My name is Audrey. Call me that.
No, they will call you Ree if that's the way.
No, but people call me Odd. Like Marianne's call me Odd.
Oh, I know. But a lot of people. So let's talk about nicknames.
I know you hate Johnny.
Yeah, I don't like Johnny.
Johnny. Because like my name is not Odd.
So a lot of people call me John. Mostly that's a Filipino thing because there's always like a nickname for Filipino.
They have to double.
Yeah,
it.
yes, like Jong, Jojo.
It's unnecessary.
So your name will be Audrey.
Odd.
Or Riri. Are you Riri?
No.
Today is May 28th, 2019, the last weekend of this month, and we're celebrating. We will be discussing
Memorial Day.
Yes. Let's go in the history. I saw a Twitter thread about Memorial Day. I think we posted it on our Twitter feed. You can check us out at Twitter at TFA Now if you want to see that. But yeah, if you're new to the podcast, you're like wondering like, what are these two people talking about? Like, are they talking about just their names in this whole podcast? Why is it called the Freakin' Awesome? Is it really awesome? Is it freaking? Why they're missing a G and why they have a papyrus on top of the N? Mm-hmm. We don't know. And there's an exclamation mark by Stylewise after podcast.
By Stylewise?
Stylewise wording. The Freakin' Awesome has a exclamation mark after. It has to be. It's in our contract. Like having green M&Ms. I don't know what. Oh, so if you're new to the podcast, you would choose
green M&Ms after all the M&Ms.
It's that joke. Everyone's green M&Ms.
I want peanut butter M&Ms.
I will not have M&Ms at all. I'll have.
You don't like popping them in your mouth? You don't have to unwrap anything?
You know what I like just popping in my mouth right now is kettle corn. Or kettle popcorn. Kettle corn.
Kettle corn, yeah. That's
kettle popcorn. Is that what you call it? Kettle popcorn?
No, you would say kettle corn.
Yes.
You wouldn't say kettle popcorn.
I think I was in the middle of just introducing what we're talking about.
So that's all sticky.
It's a podcast where we give our impressions of what the things we watch, play, read, and
candy. What candy would you have?
Watch, played, listened, and read throughout the week. And we conclude each episode with a main discussion. And this week's main discussion.
You can add that also. That can also be there, but we're talking specifically about a candy.
Disney's Aladdin. But yeah,
What candy?
candy. I don't know. So I'm not a huge fan.
It doesn't matter. No one cares if you're a huge fan or not. Okay, I want to know what candy you put in your writer.
What did I eat? And
what do I eat? So you want me to choose?
No, what did I eat? The one in the movies when we watch Aladdin, the trolls, the sour trolls.
You just want gummies?
Yeah, gummies.
Sour gummies?
Yeah, sour gummies. Specifically,
but they all stick together.
Okay, I don't know
if they don't get a good one, and then you get a ball of.
Because I'm not a huge fan of those like hard candy things.
Okay, what soft candies?
Little Reese's Pieces.
Little Reese's Pieces.
Dark chocolate Reese's Pieces, like the little ones.
They have dark chocolate Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, yes. Well,
or Reese's peanut butter cups.
What? I thought when you say Reese's Pieces, everyone knows it's a Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces is ET candy.
What?
ET candy.
I'm confused. What do you call
Reese's cups? Reese's peanut butter cups. The Reese's Pieces.
No,
Reese's Pieces.
No. I'm talking about peanut butter cups.
It's ET candy.
Yeah.
That's what ET ate.
You kept on saying ET candy.
That's what he ate.
No, I kept on thinking PT candy. I was like, what the hell?
So you weren't listening to me.
No, I am, but I was like, Paul F. Tompkins candy? I thought you were trying to tell me that's what he eats. I was like, I did not know that. That's good for him.
I don't know what he eats.
Yeah, I'll eat that. The Reese's butter cups, the small ones.
Peanut butter cups?
Yeah, peanut butter
cups.
Do they have butter cups?
I'm sure somebody.
I don't want to research that right now.
Would it be chocolate and inside is butter?
No.
Butter, or would the whole thing be made of butter?
No, that's gross. Actually, thinking about just butter.
No, if you're imagining a Reese's butter cup,
it would be dark chocolate on the outside and just butter inside. Mm. And then you could put that on the popcorn and melt it. No butter on the popcorn and the kettle corn. Now I don't know.
So it's warm. It's warm popcorn. So you put those little cups
and it melts the butter inside there.
That might actually be okay.
Yeah. I'm going to research this later if they have that. If not, I'm going to Mr. M&M and Mr. I don't know who does it. Nestle or Mars? I don't know.
Probably Mars.
I don't know. One of the guys that made these candies. It has to be a guy.
Candyman.
And the Candyman. Can be a woman. But before the main discussion, we'll have a trailer talk. And this week's trailer.
Our talk about candy wasn't good enough?
Huh? No, it was. I like it. It was short. Like candy.
Like how our intro should be?
Yes. Just, that's it. But this week's trailer is Disney's Maleficent. Oh my God. I'm going to get this wrong.
Okay, you know.
Male.
No. Mall.
What? Mall.
It's Spanish
for
male.
Maleficent. Maleficent.
Maleficent. Don't you know how to...
Maleficent.
No, the letters are right there. You're how do you say you're dyslexing the letters?
What was it? The butter biscuits bars are better.
Buttered biscuit bars are better.
Butter biscuit bars are better. Bitter. Mouth exercise. Maleficent.
Nope.
Maleficent. Mistress of
You can get just this way. Let's do this.
Maleficent.
No, Maleficent.
Mal. Am I saying that right? Maleficent.
Well, Mal is like bad, but it's but the way they say it here.
Maleficent.
No,
Maleficent.
Not mal or male. See how it says
Maleficent.
Maleficent.
Maleficent. Mistress of Evil.
I'm sure your kind would agree. If I didn't know better, I'd say you were making a threat. Well, do you? Do I what? Know better. What have you done?
That was a clip from the trailer of Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. The sequel to Maleficent, the Disney one, starring Angela Jolie.
I'm sure she'd appreciate it.
Ellie Fanning, Michelle Pfeiffer in this one, and Juno
Temple. Her name
isn't
Angela, you know that, right?
Huh? Angelina Jolie. Yeah, Angelina Jolie. And Ed Skinrin. I don't know how to say his name. Beast, right? I don't
know how you say his name.
Skrin, I guess. Skrin. I've never really heard his name said out loud. Screen?
You don't talk to him?
No, we're not that close. We used to be close.
And he never said his name?
No,
you?
no.
You never, like, in class, you had to hear, Ed Skidden.
Nope.
John Abaya.
So, this is a sequel to that Disney film, and I honestly forgot the plot of the original one.
They took her wings. Now she has them back.
So
and now
let me recall.
She's going to punish those who took her wings.
That's what part 1 was about?
No, that's what from 1 to 2 now.
Well, no, but how did part 1 ended?
She got her wings back finally. And I think now the transition is she has her wings. But
she went to like a different area, right? Like she didn't want to disturb.
No, she went back into the forest and then she came back out.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out, did it end with the cliffhanger?
I don't know, honestly.
Because I totally forgot how that movie ended. Because watching this trailer made me remember the movie a little bit, but I feel like this feels like the first movie because I remember.
She woke her up because it was True Love's kiss, and it wasn't because her heart melted or whatever, and she loves.
She
Laura.
lost someone, right, in the first movie.
Not necessarily. Well, her love betrayed her. Her love took
yes.
her. The little boy. They grew up as kids, remember, and then they're adults. And then he was.
He wanted
king.
Mm-hmm.
The king wanted the wings of the witch there, and so he took her wings.
There was a flashbacks for Maleficent.
No, for who? For who?
Maleficent.
Who?
Maleficent.
Who?
Maleficent.
It's funny when you stare right at the word and you still can't get the letters right.
So I was trying to figure out what the song is from. Season of the Witch. I know it's old
Donovan.
Donovan. Okay, so it's a remake. So I was explaining to you this like earlier, like a lot of
trying to mansplain me.
Not explain you. I barely know it. I'm barely a man.
True.
Of how Hollywood will take a old song, and then make it a more cinematic, or not even cinematic, like slow it down a little bit.
Well, this one I think was probably re-recorded by somebody.
Yes. So
it's not that it's slowed down; it's re-recorded.
Yes, but the new
it's a remake.
Song,
it's a remake.
Yes, but the remake is a slower version of the song. Like it's to make it more.
Are you sure? Have you listened to the original?
I mean, I can click on it right now to see how. Okay. Pick up every stick. I mean,
this seems pretty kind of slow to begin with.
Yeah, but the orchestra, there's no orchestra.
Yeah, because it's a different song.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. They
didn't use the original. Why would they use a?
No, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that. Like, right, you're agreeing with me.
Yeah, they just made.
Okay, yes.
But you made it sound like it's revolutionary.
No, that's not revolutionary. That's what I'm saying. Hollywood keeps doing it with old songs.
And that upsets you?
Not upsets me, but there's like a trend to that because I like recently with the new Terminator trailer, they did the exact same thing. With Bjork? I don't know how to say her name.
Bjork.
With her song too. And then you've seen it too with Smashing Pumpkins did it to with the Watchmen.
I think that was just their song. I don't think they...
Oh yeah, never mind.
I think that
they reused the song from Batman and Robin and did it that way for Watchmen. I mean, there's other ones too. I can't name all. I mean, recently...
It helps bring people in, nostalgic factor, and people who like those songs go, ooh, I listen to hear.
So what do you think of the trailer? The marketing? The trailer is bar marketing.
It is.
But what do you think about the trailer? So the movie.
I hope she kills everybody because everybody deserves to die.
You think there'll be a part 3? So I have to mention this too. The movie is directed by Joachim Ronning, and he also directed the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I think the latest one, I believe. I don't know. Yeah. Dead Man Tells No Tales.
We never even seen that one.
No, I don't even know what the
We stopped after a while.
Well, yeah, up to a certain point. But yeah, he recently directed that one. Directed this film.
Who directed the original? Why didn't they stay?
I don't know. Like that is kind of odd. Like why all of a sudden they changed it. The director. Wow, that movie came out a while ago.
13.
Robert Stormberg, and he directed Avatar. Oh no, he didn't direct Avatar.
Yes, he directed Avatar.
He directed a lot of Games of Thrones episodes. So
look how different the outfit is just from that one to the next one.
Which one from the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I mean, this one looks.
Well, I guess because she never wings, so now that's part of her outfit.
So what's your thoughts of the trailer?
I think she's coming back for revenge against people who she loved or she thought she loved.
Mm-hmm.
I think she needs to cleanse the world. I think that's what's going to happen.
So she'll win. She'll Thanos snap everything, and then
I think it's her intention.
I don't know who Michelle Pfeiffer plays, so I'm not really familiar.
I don't remember the king. Well, because
with,
in the original, the king
this
lost
Sleeping
his
Beauty
queen.
too, right?
Yeah, it's Sleeping
okay,
Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty.
But he lost. The queen died. Remember, and he was so. Oh no, that yeah. No, she killed her boyfriend who became king.
Mm-hmm.
But her parents, I can't remember. They must have died.
So
I don't know what king and queen this is. It's not her parents.
Well, they have a Fanning Aurora character.
Yeah, but her parents, he was dying. The queen must have already died or was dying. And that's why he wanted to find another king. And that's why her Maleficent's boyfriend got the wings.
Mm-hmm.
But in this thing now, I don't know who these people are. I don't.
Same here. Like, I have no idea. I probably will not watch this in theaters. Will you? Are you interested in watching this in theater?
No, wait till it comes to Redbox.
The red box. I mean, because it looks so similar to the last one. That's why I was very confused with what's happening in this movie. Like,
You're like, I already saw this part.
Yes, it feels so much like the same thing.
It seems, yeah, because I think there was a war. She kind of started a war to get her to go back to storm the castle a little bit. I don't remember if she had like minions come, or now this one is now she has her wings. Now she's going to come with her minions. I don't know if she's going to curse her again. And then I looked like in the trailer that the three fairies were there, the colored fairies. Remember how she was? They kept her hidden.
Yeah, from
yeah.
her.
So I don't know because she didn't destroy them in the first movie, did she?
I don't remember. That's what I'm saying.
They were just
kind of a little
fairies.
bit forgettable for me. Like the plot only.
They might not have intended to make another one because they put a lot of the Sleeping Beauty story in the original one, and so now
they're stuck.
Yeah.
They're doing that one with like Wizard of Oz, right? The style of storytelling. Like this is the other story of the. I don't know. I mean, it's her story. It's Maleficent story. And then it is very different. I know Disney is leaning towards their villains more. Like recently, they're going to do Cruella de Vil.
They have makeup.
Makeup. What do you mean?
The villains.
What do you mean makeup? Oh, the makeup line. Yes. Yeah, it's Cruella de Vil will have her origin story. I think they announced that too. And yeah, in the trailer, it's just very Disney by the standard for me.
Like Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, it's just like those type of sequels.
It's like that color. It's like, what is it? Extra poppy because they did it in post-production or something.
I do like how there's a scene in here where she like spread her wings and she was wearing an entirely different outfit.
Yeah. Well, that
like,
that
cool.
side view right here of the I guess it's a poster. It almost looks like an Egyptian pharaoh type thing. So I don't know if it's her becoming queen type of thing. It actually looks just like the pharaoh. It has the thing, like the little snake they have, and then the crown that showed they ruled both North and South Egypt, I think.
I'm always surprised too of Angelina makeup in these movies because they portray her as very skeleton-ish.
She
in her
is.
face.
She is super.
But the cheeks.
Well, they add
on
those
her.
bits, but she really is. Remember we saw her D23?
Yes.
She's super gross.
Yeah. It doesn't look healthy every time I see her.
I'm surprised she's alive.
Yeah, body. It just doesn't look healthy. I don't know if that's how Hollywood is or whatnot. I think she had breast cancer, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that you stay that skinny forever.
Yeah.
And she was skinny before that. Like in her older movies, like Girl Interrupted, she was thin, but I don't think she was skeletal. And I'm sure she had to be more skeletal for this, but
yeah.
Magic, makeup.
I'm still wondering what Ed Skeirin's character.
What does it say?
It doesn't say. He has like a surprise. Oh, who's the prince? What's Cinderella's prince name? Does he have a name?
Oh, Aurora, and they all have names, but no.
Maybe he plays that. Makes sense, right?
Cinderella, Eric. I don't know. Who cares?
Cinderella. I'm trying to find. Just type in the Cinderella there. Oh yeah, they did make a Cinderella movie too. Didn't
they made a lot. Yeah.
Wait, is this? Oh, that's Cinderella. This is
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty. Yeah. So That's yeah. I don't know why I said the other one, Beauty. I mean, if they ever make a sequel to this, I'm assuming the next one is going to be what do you call that? Sleeping Beauty. Like
the only reason why I would want to see this is for the when she becomes the dragon in the whole fight scene.
Prince Philip.
Yeah,
Just
Philip.
a very...
Is it Philip? Okay, that's what I thought. Where he has to fight the dragon.
So they don't have that, right?
They've never portrayed that yet, and I don't know if that's what this one is supposed to be.
I think that's going to be it. This is probably Sleeping Beauty. This one. I like how they use the word mistress because I always think of the word mistress as like a really adult thing when you hear that word. So
what does mistress mean? Or do we have the wrong connotation now these days?
I don't know. I always think mistress is like a hidden, a word that means hidden, a woman in the position of authority or control. Wow, did not know that.
A woman having an extramarital sexual affair.
That's the one I always think. So mistress can be your wife. Or any woman, and then you just call her your mistress.
She's a woman in authority. Yeah. So she's a queen of evil.
So if we have a woman president, it will be Mistress President. No.
Mrs.
President. I know. I hate when they do that though. When they Miss President or Mrs. President, because you don't say Mr. Oh, we do.
What does that say? Mistress is a relatively
long-term female lover and companion who is not married to her partner, especially when her partner is married to someone else.
Yeah. Is that a 50 Shades of Grey picture?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. So we're like in Wikipedia if you're wondering. Oh.
Ooh, look at those. Oh, no, that is from something. What is that? What is that picture?
It's for Forget Valentine's Day. I don't know. It looks like a stock photo.
But he looks like an actor of some kind.
I'm not sure.
Mistress Day. Is that a thing in the UK? Get your mistress those gifts she's always wanted that you don't give your wife.
What is that?
The mistress is a lot of black leather, just like those pictures, and that's what she wears too. Mm-hmm. See, it all goes together.
What if she's a secret lover of the king, Mistress of Evil? That's why they show her. Like, and then that's why Michelle Pfeiffer is jealous.
She wants to take her rightful place.
Mm-hmm. Like she's like, oh, you've been with me, but you have this queen, so now I got.
EGOT?
No, I got the plot. I was about to say I got. EGOT is someday I'll get that.
Mm-hmm. An Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony?
Yes. I think there's another one where they introduce like the Webby part too. Like won something, VidCon award or something. EGOT.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Let's moving on. We in the last couple of weeks we've been skipping what we watched, playlist, and read throughout the week, like the little thing. So I'm just going to do this real quick. I only watched something. Oh yeah. That's plastic from a chair. Like the wheels, they break off because they're not.
Oh, they're
not used to carpet. Yeah, so it's when we
used to carpet.
Yeah,
they're shitty.
There's like little black pieces.
That's what that stuff is all over the carpet.
Yes, and then these little black pieces. This is an older chair. What do you call these chairs? These wheelie chairs.
An office chair.
Office chair, and then the wheels breaking off. So the black plastic is everywhere on our carpet. So I picked it up and put it on the table, and then Audrey saw it right now. That's my narration. Talking about narration, I'm discussing about Doom Patrol. Wait, what? I don't know. Oh, my eyeballs? Yeah, my eyeballs.
Because you're trying to look at me side-eyed and when
no. Yeah, it does.
You should just look at me full on.
I am full.
It won't. It looks like it hurts there.
No, it does not hurt.
It looks like it hurts.
When you say it hurts now, I'm going to think does it hurt? It looks like so I'm going to discuss the first season of Doom Patrol. I watched it. I watched the last episode last Friday.
Probably the last episode.
Did everybody get you have to watch it. You have
get their feelings.
Subscribe to DC Universe for $5, $6 a month, and then you'll find out. Just binge watch that. It's only about 15 episodes, I think, or not even 15. It was less than 15. I remember
you watched them all as they appeared.
Yeah.
But now people can watch it all. That's already out.
All together. Oh yeah, it's 15 episodes. So 15 episodes. So it started a couple of months ago, February. Just ended now. I am a fan of the comic book of Gerard's Way version of the comic. I never read the Grant Morrison. I always hear people talk about that's like the ideal arcs to read about Doom Patrol, and I guess this show is mostly about Grant Morrison's Doom Patrol, the characters and whatnot. So yeah, I don't. It's hard to spoil this movie. I'm going to just generally discuss it only because I've discussed it in the past. I really like it.
Why do you fear spoilers so much?
Not fear spoiler, but I want people to be surprised. I like still want people to be surprised about things.
But what if you accidentally let something slip?
No, that's why I was like warning people if I when I'm discussing right now, I might accidentally.
Because I hate everybody. You have to say spoilers all the time. So I feel like if you like something and wanted to really watch it, regardless if you knew how it ended or a little snippet, you would still go watch it.
Yeah.
Or read it. Or
I don't know actually. I mean, I will still watch. Like if I knew the ending of Avengers, I'll still watch it. Yes, but I'd rather not go into a movie knowing what's going to happen because what
about remakes?
Remakes, that's different. Like
this is all the comics are up.
Yeah, but I've never read the comic books. There's a huge discussion about this too, about how like Game of Thrones, about spoiler culture, and
I don't really like that.
I'm hearing about like there's two sides of it. Like there's a whole bunch of remakes right now, like Aladdin, the one we're about to discuss, and how do you discuss that in front of people? And it's easy for me. I don't say anything if I'm active in the world. Like if you see me in person and we're discussing things, I will just discuss it. If you watch that thing, I won't like look around people and say spoilers around people. Yeah, I won't say that. But if I hear people like I know discussing about Avengers before I watch it, I will walk away or tell them like, oh, I haven't watched it yet. Try to limit the spoilers. If I know them, like
why do they have to adjust their way of talking?
Because they would do it to me, so I adjust it too. So that's what I'm saying. People I know. That's all. I'm not saying everyone I don't know. I say if I don't know,
you're out at a restaurant. And somebody's talking
like if I don't
about
know, I can't stop it. I'm not going to tell them to stop talking. But if I know you and you know how we are, this culture is like spoiler culture, and everyone I know, my friends and stuff, they know not to discuss things among other people that we know. If we want to watch something or even read or play video games, we know not to say anything already, but we'll still warn each other.
Because I feel like it's hard to discuss things without talking about details.
Yeah.
I like to talk about a certain detail.
Yeah. But I like if, but I don't know, because I grew up, I mean, even also you, but you seem like you don't care as much.
Yeah.
Like, the ending. I just like being surprised. Like even jokes. That's one thing. What? Jokes. Like if there's a comedy coming out and I don't want to know anything of the jokes. So like trailers for comedies, I stay away more often because I want to see that joke first before the trailer.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the trailer for Stuber, is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm. I feel like all the good jokes are already.
Yeah, there's two really good jokes in that the trailer, and I was like, oh, I wish I didn't watch this trailer.
Would you prefer they make some material that's good jokes that helps get you in, and then in the movie they replace those jokes with something else, or would you be disappointed? You're like, well, they didn't even show the stuff that's in the trailer in the movie.
No, I don't mind that. I don't mind them not showing stuff in the trailer. Like the Avengers, they do that a lot. Like the Marvel, they will show stuff in the trailer, and sometimes they don't show it like at all in the movie. Like there's a whole bunch of scenes in the trailer of a Endgame that they don't show. But yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol. If you like quirky misfit, not the typical superhero, so it plays on a lot of tropes about superhero movies, but they subvert it a little bit. Mm-hmm. So there's a character named Mr. Nobody that is a narrator. That's why I was narrating. That's the bad guy right there, Mr. Nobody, and he's played by Alan Tudyk, and he's one of my favorite villains in this show, even in all like type of villains in any superhero genre. And
like he's the epitome of a villain.
Yes, he's really good in it, and he plays that role really good, and he has a certain type of voice. I wish I can tell you how describe it, but he is a villain's voice, and he's really good. Like recently, like Aladdin, we just watched. We just found out that he plays what character? Iago.
Iago.
Yes, the parrot from Aladdin, and in that movie you'll never know that's him. He even has like a little like mannerisms of Gilbert Gottfried. That's the original. He does a little that type of mannerism. But in Doom Patrol, he's really good. I won't discuss like who is Mr. Nobody, but if you want to like see a really good villain, I will say watch Doom Patrol. And all the actors, like I said before, are really good. I think Diane Guerrero, who plays Crazy Jane, Guerrero should like get.
Maybe you just can't read the names. That's why you can't.
Yes,
that's why you can't pronounce words.
Plays Crazy Jane.
You need glasses, like we've already discussed.
No, I can see this.
But you didn't. You said Guerrera.
Oh, Guerrera. I don't know how to pronounce things.
But you know that's Guerrero.
Guerrero.
You've seen that word.
I know, but the way I read fast. Like I will see a word and just.
I know, but when you take eye exams, they do this a lot where they will put letters, random letters together, and then you're supposed to, because a lot of letters do look similar. The O could be an A. That's what you did.
Oh.
You didn't. You couldn't. You didn't have a sharp image. Your eye wasn't sharp enough to see that it's an O.
Oh. But yeah, she plays Crazy Jane.
Crazy.
The person has like 62 or 64 personalities. She's really good. She's one of my favorite characters.
Is she in other stuff? I don't know if I've noticed her.
She is, but I don't, like, off the top of my head, I can't like name a thing. Oh, Orange is the New Black. She is in there a lot. I've seen like just stills and trailers.
That's a show we've never watched.
No. I've recommended to you because you like a lot of lockup stuff, but then you were like, no, it's not, because it's fictional. So that's the thing.
And I'm not honestly really struggle.
Yeah. But yeah, I think she kind of deserves not Emmy, but something like a reward because she deserves
a reward.
Reward because she's really good at it. Because I like when they do things like this in TV shows where you have to play dual roles. Like because she has 64 characters, she doesn't play all of them. Like,
do they actually show all those characters?
So there's an episode where they go into her mind, and each character is played by another person. But when she manifests it, what do you call that?
Maleficent?
No, I forgot the word actually.
See it in your mind.
I actually can't think of the word.
What's that thing that we do at work when you build things?
No, Maleficent.
No, close. There's no L in it.
Manifest.
There you go.
When they manifest the personality in the real world, she plays that character. So there's probably a dozen she actually plays herself as that character, and it's really good. Like she just switches on the dime. So there's like a little transition thing where like you can tell her personality switches, and
like a trigger you can tell. Like,
yeah. It's like it's like this weird spirit, I can say, like
smoky
morph, like it's a morphing type of thing. Her hair will change and stuff like that, and it's really cool. Like just seeing that, and all the characters, like I said, like Brendan Fraser playing Cliff Steele or Robot Man is really good, like I always said. And just all of them, all around cast is good and very satisfying. And they introduce other characters I know from the comic book that Gerard Way is in his arc. That when the minute I saw them, I was like, oh, that's that person or this person, and I thought that was pretty cool. And they do end with a cliffhanger of this character. I have no idea who is it, so I have to look it up. And then just looking it up, I was like, oh, this character is very powerful. I wonder how they're going to do it or show.
It wasn't
Mr.
Person. Nobody.
No, Mr. Nobody's throughout the whole series. This cliffhanger character, because is
Mr. Nobody just like a link that links everything, and he is an enemy, but he's not necessarily the main enemy.
Yeah, he's the main enemy in this series, but there are other enemies in here that they encounter. There's like this government operative department. I don't know what you call it. I don't know, agency. That's what I was looking for. That it's their agency that's in the comic books that don't want everything to be normal, like stuff. Normality or something, like department or a organization or something like that. It's something odd where they catch superpower or metahumans in the DCU. Is that
the same thing in Monsters vs. Aliens, where the CIA they're getting
Monsters vs. Aliens?
Yeah, the one with Seth Rogen and
the animation. Mm-hmm. Kind of, I guess so. Yeah.
They're getting all the crazy because humans or people. Society can't handle it.
Mm-hmm. Kind of. I think that's like that's like similar organization. I'm going to burp. I can't. We don't have a cough button or burp button.
You should have one, and what it does is that it does a bigger burp than your burp, so it hides the sound of your burp, so you don't have to be embarrassing people.
I mean, I have a soundboard. I don't think burps is in one of them.
Cough.
Let me see.
Do a line. Boo.
Oh, toilet flush, whip, audience, air horn.
What would be a good one?
Drum, golf clap, joke, magic, baby cry, baby toy, harp, hottie, kiss.
What's a hottie?
I don't know.
Is that a woo? No.
Yeah. Bell, bird, car,
burp.
Doorbell.
Right there.
Oh, burp. Fart.
You went to fart. See, and it's long enough to cover up your burp. So
I guess. And then this is to cover my sneeze. That's gross. Okay, no, with the soundboard. But yeah, that's all I've been doing. I also read a comic book.
What'd you read?
I just want to shout out to Amazing Spider-Man. I'm getting it right now. Amazing Spider-Man, the Hunted arc, but it's 18.HU. I'm not going to explain it to you what that means because it's very confusing how Marvel does their numbering.
So you want to mansplain it to me?
No,
Can you just explain it to me instead of mansplaining it to me?
No. But I do this.
Can
to
I have
Ben
control
too.
the soundboard to make a sound for this?
Yeah, I do this to Ben too because it's a very silly
This
thing.
is one
that
where all
comic.
the animals are out?
Yes, so this is a Hunted arc where Kraven the Hunter son is released all these animals into New York, or animal villains into New York. But this one specifically, 18.HU, stand for Hunted, only showcase one person named Gibbon. And I don't know this character at all. I didn't know who is this character.
Is it because he's a gibbon?
What is a Gibbon?
A type of monkey.
Oh, it is? That's what it is?
Yeah.
So his name is Gibbon. He's like...
That's him right there?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
then that's why.
he's like the missing link type person, but he isn't. He's a human that's kind of deformed, but he wears a suit of a monkey because that's how he... basically that's what I get from the comic book, that he wears
a suit, but he has
a what do you call that type of
But
face?
he has
a Cro-Magnon like type face. Yeah,
but he has the ability to use his feet like his hands.
yes.
like
Well, he then joined the circus and he learned how to do all the tricks. But
okay.
but he's like a regular human body. Like he chooses to wear that suit so he can become that persona, I guess. I don't know.
as an evil person.
No, he's actually he plays both sides, but he learns to be good in this comp. But he's always been like on the line of good, but to get by, he has to do some bad things.
Is it like Selena Kyle in Catwoman?
Not as that bad. I think Selena Kyle is more worse. Or don't use Selena Kyle in this context. Black Cat, I guess you could say.
What's the difference? Why?
He's in the Amazing Spider-Man world, so we have to use Black Cat as the.
I was like, why can't I use that one?
No spoilers in this comic book.
Oh my God, there's a monkey.
Yes,
this man looks like a monkey. He's sad that he looks like a monkey.
It's a good character issue. So this one's only about him. So the .HU are about certain characters in this arc, in the Hunted arc.
Ever since I was a kid, anytime I was scared or in trouble, I could get away to this.
He's talking about the circus, right?
The trees.
The trees, yes.
The rooftops,
yes.
the open sky.
But yeah.
It's the only place I ever felt safe.
If you guys want to know about Gibbon, read that issue.
And hey, all those stories about kids who were pushed around growing up, and then they went on to do great things while their bullies got what they deserved? Well, that's not what happened to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I summarized it.
Just end it right there. That's a good...
That's what I said, but I summarized it.
It's a really good issue, though. It had me really more respect to this character I barely know.
He looks like the Hulk in here. His face, he has like Hulk face.
I guess, yes, you could say that.
Oh, he's crying.
That's the sound. Moving on to our main discussion. This week's main discussion is the remake of Disney's, wait for it, Aladdin.
It's time that I told you the story of Aladdin, the princess, and the lamp.
You stumbled upon an opportunity. Your life begins now. Do you trust me?
That was a clip from the Aladdin trailer.
It's not the Aladdin.
No, the Aladdin. Disney's Aladdin trailer. So this one...
I think we should have more moments like that where it's like, do you trust me? Like, and then we go, huh? And then we hear the ding, ding, that very, whatever trailer sound effect. Ding, ding.
So this trailer, or this movie...
Like I asked you to get me coffee, and you're like, I'm not sure what coffee. And then you're like, do you trust me to order you what you would like? And then I kind of have to step back, and then...
I should text you.
I nod my head like, yes, and then I hear that sound.
You should text me like, oh, I want coffee. And I ask like, what do you want? As I pick it for me, you say, and I say, "Do you trust me?" And I text you
And
a
I just-
hand, and then,
Oh, and then I
you
just
text
do
me
another
back.
hand.
Yeah, another hand. So he's like, "Oh, okay."
I think that could be arranged.
Yes. So the movie is directed by Guy Ritchie, also known for a lot of his action comedy films. Mostly
Action comedy.
Yeah, I call them action comedy. Like a lot of his movies
What
are
is comedy?
comedy.
No, but like what movie would
Like
you?
Snatch, it has like little bits of comedy. Sherlock Holmes had little bits of comedy. Like they're kind of dark films, but still
Name another film that is action comedy.
action comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, the new one that's coming out. Guardians of the Galaxy. That's a good action comedy.
I guess.
Yes. I mean, there's a lot ish.
Yeah, I mean there is, but I wouldn't classify his films.
I mean,
as
yeah,
action
they're
comedy.
mostly action. If you want to
If
say
you want a real action comedy, what is that? The Will Ferrell and the Mark Wahlberg one. The
other guys.
the other guy, I would say that's
that one.
more-
Yeah, more.
much more-
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
I
So he
wouldn't
mostly
describe his films
directs
as
action movies, and it's written by John August. So John August is a writer of a lot of Tim Burton films, Frankenweenie, Charlie the Chocolate Factory, Big Fish. There's other films. So just keep that in mind, I guess you could say. And the movie stars.
Well, then it could have been better.
The movie stars. I'm going to have problems saying this person's name.
Can I say it?
Yes.
Okay, who do you want me to say? Just point to it. Mina Masood, Naomi Scott. I can't see that far. It's Marwan Kenzari,
I would say that.
Naveed Negaban,
Nazim Pedro from SNL.
Nazim.
And playing the genie is Will Smith in this film.
Would you say that's your boy crush or your man
Will
crush?
Smith, I get no.
healthy-
No, not really. He's one of my favorite actors because I grew up with him. But if I was like, I need to date someone, no, he would not be my
Oh, I
man
guess
crush.
so. Yeah.
If you're like going by that, no. He's like if you do that murder, kill,
Oh, mother.
murder, kill, strangle.
Kill strangle. Your BTK. You're trying to do.
I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that.
Kill strangle. Jesus Christ. Fuck Mary kill.
Yes.
He would be your Mary.
I guess, yeah, you say that. Yeah. I was thinking date, marry, fuck.
Date Mary fuck. Sounds like my Saturday night.
Or just hang out, like the person I want to hang out with.
So I guess I used the wrong term. I guess a bromance. You want to bro?
Yeah,
maybe?
yeah. But yeah, so the movie is a remake of Disney's Aladdin. I don't know actually the actual movie of Arabian Nights, or is it called Arabian? Or
It's not a movie. It's
a story, right?
yeah.
An old story. So I don't know anything about that. So we won't discuss anything.
It's a myth.
Yes.
Those are all myths.
Yeah, like fairy
legends
tales and
stories,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Most
And then
like, most
Disney adapted Arabia. Was it 1001 Arabian Nights or whatever?
Yeah, yes.
Type of thing.
Or
And
40
then-
Thieves or something like that. Something. We're screwing up. I don't want to talk about that part. But yeah, so if you don't ever watched Aladdin, it's basically a street rat from Agrabah. And he finds a lamp in general and wishes or gets a genie. And he tries to be prince.
Sounds like you're just describing Indiana Jones.
Yeah, tries to get the prince, and then
He tries to get the prince.
tries to
Free the prince.
free the prince.
He tries to free the prince.
Princess? No,
No.
What's Aladdin's motive here? What would you call that? Love.
He is
Or-
poor. He's trying to get out of his situation,
Mm-hmm.
and so he's trying to marry into to money,
Okay.
and he can't really do that.
I
He
would-
could have done it because I bet you Jasmine would have been with him
Yes,
if he
yes.
didn't do all this stuff, which would have been a better story.
So I'm just gonna read the IMDb synopsis. A kind-hearted street urchin and a power-hungry grand vizier. V is that how you
For
say?
Vendetta.
V for a magic lamp that has the power to
Buy
for a magic lamp that has the power to make their deepest wishes come true. So that's Aladdin. Spoilers to incoming right now.
To
We're
Abu.
just going to discuss in general. If you haven't watched either of them, I'm surprised right now. But like,
Then
why
go
are
away,
you
just
sitting-
go away.
Just watch the cartoon, then watch that one. Either one, it doesn't matter. It literally is the same movie. After you hear us discuss this. So I don't know how we go and break this down. You just want to talk in general, like if you like the movie, then break it.
So like when I first came into it, right, I was like, oh, I'm ready. And they jumped into the store very quickly. Even our kids said that, which they found it.
So yeah, our kids watched it. And that,
we had 3 generations.
In this context, so your mom watched it with us. And she likes the movie, right?
Yeah, she used to watch it with the kids.
So their kids really love it because that's the movie they watch when they're in the car with your mom when they get picked up from school. That's like their number one movie they watch in the van.
I really had a connection with it when I was younger.
So it's this. So my Disney movies.
Aladdin was my first boyfriend. Who was your first girlfriend?
Jasmine. So
in
it's in between. It's in this up. Actually, in real life, or not in real life, when I was a kid, I had a crush on Jasmine and Ariel as
Did you really?
Yes. Because I had a niece, she always had these toys. So I'm like, wow,
they're kind of sexy.
Yeah.
Some boobies.
But I don't know because they showed like midriff a lot. Those two characters.
I don't think other Disney characters really actually did show midriff at that time.
Yeah, even like Hercules characters don't do that.
Yeah, they were modestly clothed.
But yeah, those two were my like cartoon crush, you could say, or like
in the Disney sense.
But Aladdin and Lion King are my like favorite.
Yes,
the two. They always, I can't decide which one, but those are the two I've always gone to when I was a kid to watch.
And those are the 2 games that I actually played. Games
yeah,
on
exactly.
The Sega Genesis.
Yeah. Those are the 2 games. See, I don't know because
How to collect apples.
Especially like Aladdin is a movie not quote unquote not for girls. Like it's a story of a boy, and Aladdin or Lion King is also a story of a boy.
During that time and even now, lots of boys are struggling to find strong male role models. There isn't any.
Yep, so there's none. Doctor Who, there's not one right there.
Yeah. So why? I mean, there's now that it's a woman now, what little boys? Who are they going to look up to now?
Mm-hmm. They can look up to
all the other fucking 50 Doctor Who's?
They can all look up to CEOs, the president. What else? Kings? I don't know. Oh, technically king. But yeah, that's like my history of Aladdin. I'm not like a diehard Disney fan growing up. I don't know any of the songs. Like I don't know the lyrics word by word. Like I know the melodies now. Yeah.
Oh, I did.
There's a thing about me. I don't know lyrics that well. Like into songs, I'll start singing some of it, then I'll start humming towards like the middle or end, or if a part goes too fast. The same thing with musicals. It's I know the melody. I get the gist of the beginning. Like, you got a friend in me. That's the Aladdin song, right?
Yeah, that is.
You got a friend in me.
You got a friend in me. That's not Aladdin, right?
I know, it's Toy Story.
Okay. See, when I was young, I always I listened to music, and I always had like what is that? A Walkman? Yeah, Walkman. And like a boombox too when I was young. So whenever we'd see these Disney films, I really liked the music, and so my mom would get me the cassettes, and they're always white and orange, kind of like porno tapes. but and then I would play the song that I loved over and over again, and then I would reenact the scenes too. And
this is before a computer, so you didn't know the lyrics. You had to go by.
I had to listen to it and stuff like that. And even then, like I didn't get some of the words right.
Yes.
Yeah, I think even our kids they know the lyrics because they. Repetitiveness. I repetitiveness
that thing, yeah. But yeah, that's like our history of this movie when growing up. Also, we have to mention like we grew up with Robin Williams, so that's like it is hard to compare him and Will Smith. So there's part of me, I grew up with Robin Williams up to a certain point, so I kind of stopped watching Robin Williams movies in general between like I guess not elementary. What movie? This is 95. So like probably around middle school to all the way almost to college. I don't watch a lot of movies after that point. Like, and I knew he's in Birdcage and what other?
But
movie?
Did you ever watch the Birdcage until?
No, like until that part when I watched it with you, and like I stopped with Miss Doubtfire. I think like
really?
Yeah, those
you watched Flubber?
No, so I didn't watch Flubber. No, I never watched Flubber. So there's a lot of movies I stopped watching, and I only remember him as a genie. Like that's my Miss Doubtfire and Bert.
What is it? Patch Adams and that other.
So that's later on. Yeah. So I watched those like later on. Patch Adams when he got too serious. 45-hour photo or something like that.
Yeah.
That and then one of my favorite film is The Greatest Dad or something. where he plays a dad that has to cover up his son's suicide. It's a very funny and emotional
What's that one
movie.
where he clipped together? Was it him? Is that he had to clip together your memories when you died? Was that Robin Williams? Or was that another? I feel like that was him.
The Dream?
Something. No, not the Dream one, but it's like a thing where like everybody has a camera in their eye there when they're born. And so all your memories are recorded, and at the end of your life, you clip them together.
This is Robin Williams?
I don't know if it actually is. I'm thinking it's him, but it's probably not.
I don't know that one, but yeah. So that's my like. Every time I hear Robin Williams, I think of those two films.
That's one of my greatest regrets is not being able to see him live.
Yeah,
live.
same here. But yeah. So just for this discussion, that's how we feel about Robin Williams. So let's just talk about the new movie then. What did you?
Okay, so
like?
we come in, right?
Okay, like here.
So we came in, right?
Uh-huh.
Just jumped right into it, and then I had to have that stupid Guy Ritchie filming technique where everything's sped up, and then the song is still at pace, but they're not at pace. I mean, their lips match it, but the whole scene is rushed. And I know that's a style. Like I appreciate that in like Sherlock Holmes and things. I really love those films. I love other films by him, but I don't think it was appropriate for this type of film.
I agree. At all. Yeah. So that
and then like
was
they do
off-putting.
it, and then it goes to regular, and then maybe it came a few other times. I don't remember exactly.
So when they did that, I totally forgot we're watching a Guy Ritchie film.
I had no idea. I had no idea he was in it, and then as soon as his name popped across the screen, I was so upset.
And then like his name shows up 3 or 4 times in the beginning credits.
Yeah, he was very involved.
Yeah, he's very involved in here. I don't know the history of it. I don't know if he was pitching this to Disney for a long time. I don't know what he pitched for. Like, is it just
like did he do it because his kids like it?
Yeah. Like I don't know his motive or
is it a real passion project?
Yeah.
If it was, I don't think he did it a good job.
That's directing wise. So like overall, I thought they could have gotten someone that was into musicals or how to film these type of movies better. Because most of the time when they do a music melody, it was just very like bland. Like it wasn't too spectacular. I wanted like a very spectacular sceneries or like just overall, especially when the genie's singing.
Yeah, his pace was off too. I feel like they slowed it down.
Yeah,
like because he doesn't when he naturally raps, it's not that slow. So I think they're like, you can't sing, so we're gonna have to do what you can do because he's so famous and everything. They can't make him do anything. You do what you want to do, how you want to do, how you feel comfortable, and then we'll slow it down to make it seem like it's singing.
Yes. So yeah, that's what else? What else? It just
like with this type of movie and this culture, it could have been such more fantastic and more Bollywood. Like I think they missed such an opportunity.
Like just in overall.
Yeah, well, no, with the culture of it, that type of movie, that's what it is. It should have been more towards that thing because aren't they redoing Mulan?
Yes, yeah. So that's why I'm kind of scared about Mulan.
I'm hoping they see the type of reaction to it. I mean, everything is mixed positive reviews, which that's kind of what I have towards it. I don't have a completely negative review. But they could have did so much more. Like they tried to with the colors, which is really great because everything's very colorful, but everything is very like they're boisterous and extravagant the way they even speak the culture and stuff like that, and that they could have shown a more positive light onto that part. They stayed away from the stereotypicalness, which they had very much in the cartoon where everybody had like big noses and was sounded like a terrorist type of thing. And so I don't know if that's why they were afraid to have the leading cast,
but they were like kind of scared to go even to embrace the culture too.
Yeah. I mean, all the supporting cast is somebody of
Middle Eastern,
of that ilk. And then this is Mina Masood's breakout role, and he's Egyptian as well.
Yes.
Why couldn't they just have the whole cast? Why do they have to get Naomi Scott? Not to say that she can't do it, and I know she's had to play other ethnic roles. I don't know exactly what she is. I know she's
in Power Rangers.
Know what she is.
Oh yeah, I don't know too. She has
a look where she
British.
could be both.
She has a British accent. So
I'm saying her ethnicity. Oh, you could be from Britain, but you can have
yes.
And I'm sure there's lots of British actors who are from India or their heritage from that they could have picked.
The other thing too, I can't even think off the top of my head if you can pick someone. That's a problem. In Hollywood.
Well, no, I mean, this is Mina Masood's breakout role. He's only had a few other things. They could have found.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
They could have took a chance because they already have the star power of Will Smith. He was the first one to sign on, so that's it. That's all you need, right? Yeah. They could have picked somebody else to be. They could have picked another comedian. I think any other comedian I think would have been better because he. What I have about him too is that Robin Williams is a natural performer. Himself, he has a very exaggerated persona, and he can portray that. And that's when he's like, when he's playing a character, that's what he's doing. Will Smith doesn't have that type of skill set, but he does have a good skill set of who he is as an actor. And it's tiny little things.
Charisma.
Yeah, tiny little bits of those did come out mostly when he was speaking to Aladdin, when he wasn't the genie part.
Yes.
It almost seemed like he was playing two different things. When he was the human part, when he was himself, he was a different person versus when he was mocap the genie. And when he's mocap the genie, he doesn't know how to do a character or any type of comedic sense, or like this is an exaggerated version of myself.
Yeah.
Like he could have went with that, and it just came off as like a effeminate, stereotypical gay type of thing, which I did not like. I like that's what was great about Robin. And that's what I think was great about other comedians could have done that much better. Like in Lion King, they have those. They have a lot of comedians in there.
Yes. The new Lion King.
Yes. Well, yeah, the one that's coming out. And I feel like they could have done that with him. But with this movie, and I know it was probably, this movie might have been a hard sell because maybe they had in mind to do more ethnic parts of it, but since they didn't have, we just don't have any strong Indian, for lack of a better word, actors in America, or maybe
people of color.
Basically, they had to get Will Smith,
and
then he was all unwilling to do. I don't know if he has a contract with Disney or with Guy Ritchie or something like that. But there could have been somebody else. Like I wish that was my disappointment with the genie character. Yeah,
I think you hit it with they signed Will Smith and then that's it. Like he was
the first one to sign on in 2017.
That's what I'm saying. Like they had the star power.
But just a month later, they had everybody else, which makes me think that they had all these people in the pipe, but they couldn't announce it or officially sign them until they had a star power.
Yeah,
and like there could have been much other star powers. I mean, now I've listened to the album multiple times. I'm used to it now. I like it now, but in there, it could have been much better.
Yeah, I agree.
My very, very first impression of it.
So like I think I hinted throughout this episode, this is literally the exact same story, but with a few stories added. So there's one thing I do like is Jasmine's story.
Yeah.
So she has there's an extra song here called Speechless, right?
They made her, they gave her a personality. They gave her a strong personality, which is great.
So yeah, like the movie is Aladdin. So it's still about Aladdin. Like if you're worried like, oh, now they're putting.
And he had a hoodie.
Yeah, well, it's not a hoodie. It's a booze.
It's a hoodie. It's a hoodie. It's a hoodie. It's a booze. There's no reason for a fucking hoodie.
It's a booze, a little pouch.
And being poor and homeless makes you absolutely excellent at parkour.
Oh yeah.
And apparently he's an engineer. Because he designed all that.
Oh,
secret staircase and all this crap.
Well, he has spare time. They didn't say he's stupid.
No, but in the cartoon he was resourceful and
he is
smart.
resourceful.
But how do you make that? How do you?
He knew how to do it. He designed the first hoodie so Abu can go on back of him.
No, Abu is supposed to go underneath his vest.
No, they can't do that. Like I said, he's a CGI monkey. They can't make him do all that stuff.
I think he was a monkey there sometimes.
It's funny too. In the middle of the movie, they go to the end of the world, and so they're like, I don't know where is it. It's just an ice place. He still doesn't put that hoodie on. He had it off the whole time and never put it on.
So there's absolutely no reason for the fucking hoodie.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a hoodie. It's a booze little pouch thing.
It is a hoodie.
But
a pouch goes around your waist.
That's why he's a trendsetter, Aladdin. Not just.
And he didn't have a patch in his pants.
Well, he's not that poor. He can afford.
He's supposed to have the purple. I believe it's purple.
Thing. I think that would be a cool thing if they still added that little pouch, because you can't. I understand they can't have Aladdin naked or no shirt the whole movie because it won't make sense. Like why is this dude? So same thing with Jasmine will have a midriff the whole movie. Like this doesn't make sense. Same thing with Aladdin, but they could have just kept that little pouch. Or not patch on his knee. That'd be a cool touch from the original.
I thought it would be nice to have more nods to the original. I only had like one or two only had one nod to the original where when he had the
drawing.
The drawing.
Yes. Like it shows the original thing. Yes. Aladdin, Jasmine, and
the genie.
The genie. So that was really cool that you see. I don't think Jasmine was in there. It was something else. A carpet or was it Jasmine?
Abu or somebody.
Yeah, it's literally the drawing of the original one. And they do this too in live action movies when it's based on a cartoon or something, when they do this like trope where like, oh, I'm drawing this picture of you as a cartoon, and it's just they flip it and it's them as a cartoon. It's still like that.
I think Carpet was a good representation. I liked how
they had a lot of practice because of Doctor Strange cape. That's why they.
Oh, is that what they did?
No, I don't know. But I'm just saying because Doctor Strange cape acts like that too. So they take it from Aladdin because Doctor Strange cape isn't like that in the comic book.
Personality.
It doesn't have a personality. So they took that thing and they just perfected it with the original.
I like how the cape or the
carpet
the carpet had the same type of colors, and I loved his tassels.
He still had the tassels.
My favorite thing in the movie, the original, the cartoon, was the tassels.
And you still can't tell what's his head or his butt or whatnot. It's just either way, it's just a carpet.
Yeah.
Disclaimer: I missed the part in this movie where they sung a whole new world.
Where they began the song.
Yeah, they began the whole new world. So I have no idea if they did that well with that song. Overall I like all the songs. Like though the pace is off a little bit, I feel like it is a song. It's the same song.
Yeah,
they don't do two. They don't.
Well, and that's only because Alan Menken or whatever who originally
composer. Okay, that's why
he was part of this film.
Yeah, so they don't divulge. What's that word? Where you diverged from the original. Everything they don't do like we were just listening to Beauty and the Beast just earlier. There's the what's his name Gaston song, and I love how they diverge from that song in the middle and they start doing like a dancing type musical part. They don't do that in here. They just played by the book and just sang. There's only like one part that reminded me of like they diverged is when they put Prince Ali, and then they waited for the Sultan to tap, and that's the only part. Like that's the only part they actually did a little bit different, but it's not too different.
And they added a little tiny bit of raps.
Yeah, there's a little rap and a little break dancing. I mean, there is a part in this movie they do a little Bollywood style. I don't know.
They did one literal Bollywood dance. Yeah, but it's very Victorian type of dance for that time, and I don't know because I don't know Bollywood. I don't know if that's a true traditional dance, or is it very westernized.
But then they go back to hip hop a little bit, and he starts breakdancing in the middle. It is silly, but in context, you can see why they added that.
Yeah, which is fine
because he's showing off, and then Princess Jasmine's like, "Oh no, I don't want this at all. I'm staying from that." Speaking of Princess Jasmine, I think we gloss over it. So yeah, she has like a story that I said I like only because it's not just I don't want to be a princess. She actually wants to be more. She wants to be sultan. Like
she wants to lead her people.
That's a cool thing because I was like, at least they have a very empowered woman that wants to do it. Only because she feels like the dad isn't doing it, or that she doesn't need a prince by her side. So it's still the same.
Well, she would just be a woman who's that doesn't speak.
And then they even mentioned that too. That's why it's called speechless thing.
Seen, not heard.
Yes. And then that's a cool part, like in the movie when they show it. And then they do her song I don't know what you call it, reprise her song again. They reprise it again in the towards the ending, and how she stands up against Jafar. And then they do a little twist a little bit, like for people who watch the cartoon, where when Jafar becomes the old power, whatever Sultan, then they have this little scene with her trying to talk to her guard. I forgot the guy's
Hakim.
Yeah. So there's a little backstory there too, that he doesn't have like a major role, but they do that too in the cartoon. But Hakim always felt to me like in the cartoon,
he always seemed much more loyal to Jafar.
Yes. Like he's loyal to Jafar, and then towards the ending of the cartoon, he's like, "But you're Sultan. No, I only do loyal to the Sultan." And he does
the law. Like the law is the law, no matter what. Even if I know it's wrong, it's the law, so I will stand by it. And so her point was,
it doesn't matter. Yeah. Like there shouldn't be that type of thing. Like when you know there's corruption in leadership, you have to resist against it. Yes. I was like, that's cool. Like they don't do that normally in Disney movies, like to show you it's okay to go against.
Which I think they should do more. I don't know if they're afraid like kids are going to talk back to their parents, but they should have that more. So like when kids are being abused and they're like, well, that's my uncle or that's somebody who my teacher, somebody I know, an authority, I'm supposed to listen to them. But if they're doing something wrong, I should stand up to it.
Yep, I totally agree.
That should be portrayed more.
And then they show that, and that was a good.
Yeah, they gave her a purpose. They gave her wants and needs more than just I don't want to marry somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That was all. That was all her point in the first movie, was that she just didn't want to marry somebody.
Mm-hmm. And then they just tweaked it a little bit. And then,
Same thing in Brave.
Is it? Oh yes,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah. Does she want it to be king, or she doesn't even care
No,
to
she's
be
like
king?
12 or something.
Oh, okay,
Like,
yeah.
I feel like she's like really little.
They don't really say the age of here, so I always thought of Disney princesses as young teenagers, like.
I feel she's
16 to
older,
18.
but I honestly feels like the Jasmine might be older than Aladdin in here for some reason.
Yeah, the way they portray them. So we're there's one character they added to the movie. Nazim, I can't do it.
Is it
I can't do
it's not
the.
Nassim.
I can't do the SNL. It's Nazim Pedrad.
Nassim. I think it's Nassim.
Nassim Pedrad. I don't know. Featuring
Musical guest.
musical guest, Will Smith. It shows they added her character. I don't know if she's in the original storytelling or the
There's
fairy
not
tale.
a handmaiden in there.
So she plays Dahlia, right? That's how you
Dahlia,
say it.
yeah.
I think her character was good to give Will Smith character something to do while he's not.
Why he's not being Aladdin?
Yes, being with
helping Aladdin.
Yeah. So in the movie, the original one, Robin Williams' genie's always with Aladdin, like 24, like wherever he's at. As I think in the carpet scene too, right? The whole new world. He's
No,
always,
he's not there.
He's not there. Okay, so no, in the original.
Because right after the carpet scene is when he's taken away by Jafar's guards.
Oh,
That
okay,
didn't
yeah.
happen in this one.
one.
Remember when he kisses her, he falls back on the
Yes,
carpet,
yes,
and then
yes.
they take him right there.
But it gives Will Smith's character do something when he's
purpose,
purpose, and
And it shows that he has wants and needs.
and it shows that Princess Jasmine is a princess, so she'll have a maid with her the whole time. But I was afraid they'll do the trope of like the maid's been working with Jafar the whole time, but they didn't do that.
His
Like
secret wife or secret daughter.
Yes, but
They've been plotting this whole time.
that they didn't do that, and I'm happy that she's just a character there, just to fill in the gaps in certain areas and certain scenes. Like, why is the genie not here? And she.
So why couldn't she play Jasmine?
I don't know.
I think she's Iranian too.
Yeah, like I said, there's not a lot of people of color that, especially women, that I can't even think like off the top of it that don't like. There's one, especially the woman from The Good Place, but she is very like I don't picture her as Princess Jasmine. I think her status as an actress is higher than the Aladdin. So not her status,
it's too low.
not her status, but her like I will. It doesn't matter the status, but I think she's better not to be Princess Jasmine. Like I want her to be in other things.
She can't do both.
She can, but I always think of the person in real life is very like into causes and stuff like that, social causes. So maybe it would have
been better. I thought this whole Jasmine
She's
thing.
super tall too, so I don't know if they're afraid that she's.
Well,
super
yeah,
tall.
okay, then say that. If she doesn't physically fit it.
But she physically can't fit it unless they find as tall as Aladdin. Probably
Like she's 6 foot or like 5'11"?
she's tall. I don't know how tall. Like she's portrayed tall in everything she's in. So I don't know, or everyone's just too super short. But her, but yeah, that's like one person I can think of. I can't even think like off. Oh, there's that one. Like she's in a lot of what do you call that? Like procedurals. I don't know her name, like top of my head. But yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Jafar, I like that they expanded on his story. I think they should have focused more on the sorcerer part because it seemed very weird. He's like, I want to be the most powerful sorcerer now, and it doesn't show that he's into that to begin.
No.
I mean, yeah, he reads a book. His staff is magical, but it didn't show that he did magic or was into that.
More magic.
Or where did he get this? Like there was opportunity to show how he found out about the Cave of Wonders, which I hate. But I wish that played more of a part of it, and the being a diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
That was only mentioned twice. And I think that's a big part of the story, the whole thing about Aladdin and Jasmine, that they are diamonds in the rough, that both of the people above them don't see their potential type of thing. And that could have been portrayed. I guess it's the same thing with Jafar as well. They don't, he could have been more potential.
Or Genie. He would be a good human.
Yeah, he could have been a good Jinn.
But yeah, Jafar, I know people are like complaining, but he wasn't played by like an older gentleman. Because this guy Jafar looks as young as everyone else, like in the cast. But you can see it it is creepy to go back to that.
But it would have
trope
been
of
cool
a
if, like,
creepy old man.
the magic, like he's been around for hundreds of years, but the magic is keeping
Wore
him
off.
young.
Yes, that's why
and
I
then when
wanted.
something happened, it goes off, and then you see he's an old man.
Yeah, yes. That's why I thought they would do and show that, oh, he's been an old man the whole time. But they didn't do that. He has this crew cut, shaved like head. I didn't like that much. That it felt.
I would say
too,
it's better for his hat, but that's not true because
Yeah.
a lot of people, they wrap their hair.
It just, I pictured him as like a slick back hair, always Jafar. And then when he took off his head,
You want greasy, old, creepy type of look.
when he took off his head, he looked like a modern guy. Like I was like, oh, this took me out of the film.
He has like your beard. He doesn't
Yes.
have like an evil little long curly beard.
They don't play up his facial features a lot. There's literally him with just an outfit. That's it. Like they didn't do anything too much to make him look
To show
Jafar.
wisdom and time, because he even mentions yeah, you know book smarts, but you don't have the wisdom of the practicality of knowing how to lead a country.
Yeah.
With him, they could have shown that too, with longer facial hair. That's usually a connotation with men, is they have that and things like that.
They're wise, like the Sultan. It's also like differences from the cartoon. The Sultan isn't like a bumbly idiot.
Yeah,
He's like, he's confident. He knows what he's doing. It's just when Jafar does his mind trick.
I think
staff
Jafar is the
thing.
one that killed the mother, and that weakened him, the husband or the Sultan, and now he's heartbroken. So now he's more susceptible to being.
And he keeps Jasmine inside the
Yeah.
whole time. So he kind of played the card of like, I can't control him completely, but I can control him a little bit. Like I can't control him the whole time. So if I do
Like
it
I
this
wonder,
way,
I don't notice now, but if it was like during emotional times that he was able to manipulate him.
probably. And the parrot doesn't really do it as much as like he just doesn't speak too much.
Yeah,
I mean, he's playing it as like a real parrot. Like it's a parrot that only knows a few
that's what I
words.
thought at first, is that he was just repeating, but he does actually communicate. He responds to things. And I guess they just wanted to keep it a little bit more normal because Abu never spoke really.
Or he does. I can't do a monkey voice.
But he kind of he responds that he understands him, kind of like a Pokemon, but he doesn't communicate in that way.
And there's still that scene where they don't use bread in this one, where
they use dates,
and then
I
he
miss
gives it
the
to
bread.
the
That's my
kid
favorite part.
Yeah.
Bread. I used to, at my grandma's house, she'd buy big loaves of French bread. I would break it off in half.
and give it to your monkey.
Yeah, well, I would go outside and pretend I was a poor little street rat in her backyard and sit there and eat it. Just eat big chunks of it.
Well, cartoon food always is portrayed really good.
Oh, it is.
Next on our video series, the best cartoon food for date night. What else? I can't think of anything else like top of my head.
Sultan, Dahlia, the Prince Anders. I don't know where he comes from.
Who is he?
Yeah, like I don't like a suit. I know there's suitors, but I don't know what country or place he's supposed to be from, because he seemed very colorful, and I guess it's like a Scandinavian.
Yes,
type
I think
of place.
that's what he was like.
He was
Swedish
the
or-
bumbling idiot. That they had.
Well, they have to portray a prince here that isn't Aladdin, and they have this person.
I liked Raja. I like how they portrayed him.
Yeah, the tiger, right? Mm-hmm. Like he acts like a tiger. I mean, they could have made it look better in certain scenes because it just takes you out sometimes because you know it's a sea. I mean, we know that tigers don't act like that around people, so I don't know if that's part of the thing or. But yeah,
How all animals in Disney films act like dogs.
Abu doesn't. He acts like a person, like a legit person.
All
Like,
animals who are pets.
Huh?
All animals who are pets. I don't think I wouldn't classify Abu.
Oh
as
yeah,
pets.
he's a companion.
They're companions.
Yes.
But I'm saying a pet. Well, I guess Raja would be her companion too, but still a dog.
Yeah. One thing I hate about this is DJ Khaled.
Yes.
With the stupid song. I have nothing against him. It's just I'm not into his song. Like I don't care about songs by him.
And I love Will Smith when he's in movies. I love when he makes the end credit songs.
Yes, but
and I wish it would have I wish this would have been
just
his.
him. Yes. Same here. I was like, why is DJ Khaled in this? It's very off-putting. I'm really happy they didn't put that in the actual movie.
Yes.
And it's just the end credits because that would take me out of it if I saw a person in this corner just saying DJ Khaled like that, just repeatedly, like like this. Because there is a party scene in this.
Well,
movie.
isn't he like?
I don't know, what is he?
Like some sort of ethnic that would coincide with this, and maybe that's why they chose it.
Probably. I'm not really sure what DJ Khaled is like. nationality and stuff like that.
I want to say he is.
I thought he was Spanish the whole time.
No.
Arab Attack. That's his nickname, Arab Attack.
Yeah,
I guess he's Arab because
I think that's probably why they chose him.
He shouldn't say his name the whole time. That's all I ask.
Just in general.
If you don't need to say. I know it's your song, but
he's Palestinian.
Yeah, I just wish that he didn't say his name. But yeah, maybe he is in the movie, but we didn't see him. He plays like a little part. What else? That's it.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else. Like that's all my.
Yeah, it's mixed. It's positive to mix.
Yeah,
could have been better. It was such an opportunity for Disney to show.
I am afraid of Mulan.
Yes.
Like so, I'm actually kind of afraid of Lion King now.
Yeah.
A little bit, only because if it's just a repeat, like I'm
beat for beat.
Yeah. Beat
oh
for
no,
beat.
yeah. Well, like because like with Beauty and the Beast, I feel like they took from the cartoon, but I've never seen the play. I'm sure it's very good, but I feel like they took stuff from the play. I think that's why you liked it too with the songs.
Yeah.
Things I know Aladdin has a play as well, and I know like we saw a little bit when we went to Disneyland a few years ago. Was it just us or the kids there?
It was just us. Yeah.
And that's really
one of my favorite shows.
Yes.
In Disneyland.
Yeah. And I wish they could have incorporated that. Maybe they did, but it just wasn't portrayed well.
No. And then
like I feel all the colors from the from everything came maybe from the play.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just afraid because the way they're just portraying it like beat to beat and nothing is like added to it. So I'm afraid that Lion King is going to be beat to beat. Nothing's added. Same thing with Milan. I don't know what else is beyond that. Like I can't even think of like beyond what they're doing.
You know how in other films they hint to the next film? Do they do that to this one? Because in the Beauty and the Beast they hinted to Aladdin.
How?
During Be Our Guest, when the song they had the palace there.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
Oh, what was the thing they showed in? Oh no, the carpet was just building in Disneyland, right?
Yeah, he built the castle.
Yeah. I don't know if they hinted to Lion King because Lion King's the next one that's coming out, and after that is Mulan. I'm not entirely sure.
I wonder if there was a scene like when they were doing Prince Ali, if there was like a lion that was from the Lion King there.
Probably. So there is a. I have to mention this too. So there is a review I read. That's how I got most of it. I'm not like just going by verbatim from the review, but a lot of the thoughts in the review, I had the same thing. It's from Roxanne Haddadi. Am I saying that her name right?
Where's the name?
Right there.
It's too far away from me.
Oh, okay. Let me just click on it under there, right there. Roxana Haddadi, right?
Haddadi.
It's at the Pajaba. I'm probably say Pajiba. Pajiba. Pajiba.
Oh, like Punjab, but it's Punjab.
Yeah. It's on their website. We have a link on our Twitter page, but it's basically review. Mena Masood is
Mina
perfect,
Masood.
But count on Disney to make Aladdin more Orientalist than the anime classic already was. That's her review basically of the thing, and then a lot of the thoughts we just literally not repeated, but it's overall the same thoughts we had.
We saw the same things that other people saw.
Yes. And then there's another one from one of our friend of the show. I can't find it actually on here. Richard Newby wrote for the Hollywood Reporter a what if like they combine the universes of all the different ones of Disney, like
live action,
and they actually take the live action actors and actresses and make Kingdom Hearts.
That would be cool.
Yeah, so to like you're invested to all these characters, these live action, and just make it into.
But do they
Kingdom
really
Hearts.
have to fight an evil guy wizard who's trying to make
know.
Mickey or whatever? An evil Mickey?
That's the thing that's hard about it. Like, do you still incorporate the actual Kingdom Hearts?
Little story.
Because what we heard from your brother is the most confusing story I've ever heard. So. Yeah, but I thought that would be kind of cool. All right, here, Richard Rodan is after Aladdin. Should Disney consider a live-action universe? So yeah, so that would be kind of cool.
Would that be the live action LAU live action universe LADU live action Disney universe
LDU? Did you say live action LADU Or is it
Live
just Live
action-
Disney Universe?
Live Disney.
LDU. I like the LDU.
LDU.
Yes.
And it's not a Marvel thing.
No.
That's not part. I mean, it's part of Disney. Disney owns it. I don't.
Then it would be.
Disney owns Marvel, but it's not a part of.
Then it would be called the DU. Disney Universe.
If they were to add Marvel,
Yeah.
but they shouldn't. They should stay Fairy Tale Disney, not Fairy Tale Space Guys.
But yeah, that's all our thoughts about Aladdin. I say go watch it if you want to.
Yeah.
See something.
I mean, it's already surpassed its production.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's if you don't see it
I'll
live,
watch
if
Endgame
you
again.
don't see it, yeah, no, don't see that. That's stupid. They've already made their money, so you don't have to go support the big company.
Yeah. I always said that. So
You
we
can go stream it. I'm sure. Like, what is that thing when you torrent things? Go torrent it.
Yeah, you just literally just said the thing.
The thing torrent.
The torrent.
Yeah.
Other thing.
But like, doesn't JR have that thing? Like, it's like a brand.
Shh, we don't say his name on the thing.
RJ.
RJ. Yeah, it's a streaming box. I'm not saying we do that. I'm just saying we know people who know how to
It's
do
like
that.
a stick, right?
Yeah.
You stick it in.
To your TV, and you just type in the website, and it has it. Illegally hurting the people who make movies. I'm talking to you people who
The company should
illegally-
take care of their people more. And pay
Yes, I
them.
agree. Yes. That's all
Not
they think.
depend on people to go pay $12 to go fucking see a thing. And
But yeah, just check our Twitter feed if you want other responses. I think that's the end of the episode. There's nothing more we can talk about Aladdin.
so this is the first remake we watched this year.
Remake? I guess, yeah.
So do you think Child's Play will do it better? Is that coming out this year?
Yes, that's coming out this year. Then Lion King comes out
Oh, that's
later
right,
this
yeah.
year. Disney, I've always mentioned this, that Disney has like a huge movies for 2019. I'm typing in Google. I'm just going to repeat this because it's insane what their movies are. So
Frozen 2 is coming out? Oh, Toy Story 4 is
yes.
coming out too.
So every month they have a movie. So it's kind of
But I love the way Simba looks.
well, okay. So like the next movie is Toy Story 4. It's coming out June. Spider-Man Far From Home July. Lion King is July again.
I don't think that's Disney stuff.
Yeah.
Maleficent?
Maleficent is October. I swore there's other one. Frozen November. Star Wars
December? It's always
December. And that's it. Yeah. I thought there was more. Like in between each of these movies, there's like other movies. I guess not. I'm now just clicking. Okay, Avengers. So May, Lion King, May, June, July. Oh, there's nothing in June. July is Lion King. December, Toy Story.
No, June is Toy Story.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is not in order. That's why. Frozen.
Oh, there's
Cruella.
Is that what's her face? Oh God. You
Emma
like
Stone?
her? Yeah, Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
like
Emma Stone?
her
Is it Emma Stone?
Yeah, that's Emma Stone.
Is it really? Oh
Yeah.
God, that's cool.
Uh,
I want to go see that now. Is it set in modern times or back in like in the 30s?
I think it's back in the 30s. Like they're going it by
I
that.
love her hair.
Movie goes after Emma Thompson. I don't know who's Emma Thompson.
That her.
I don't know. I don't know if she's in it. I really don't know if Emma Stone's in it. I don't know if that's just a fan-made thing right there. Dead air.
Okay, let's
Okay,
go. I gotta go make pineapple fluff. It's
Yes.
melted already.
But yeah, thank you. You can check us out on Twitter at TFA Now. Like us on Facebook by searching The Freakin' Awesome. Subscribe to our YouTube page at The Freakin' Awesome. We need 100 subscribers. We're at number 13. So we have about 83 more, and then we get to 100. Subscribe to our podcast on iTunes and on Google Play. Have any questions, comments, or anything, thoughts of the episode, you can email us at contacts@thefreakinawesome.com. And that's it, I think. Yeah. Let's end the episode. I'm John Abaya.
Who am I? I'm Audrey.
Yes, you are Audrey.
I forgot.
Yes, and that was the Freakin' Awesome podcast.